What's up, warriors? So TikTok took my filter that I wanted, so here we are. Here's our 10th video in the self series. We are now circled right back around to identity, as promised. So the identity definition is something along the lines of condition of being oneself, the person or thing that you want to be. It's this one definitely top ranks with a lot of veterans face when they get out of the military. It's almost like we've circled back to being teenagers again, just trying to figure out who are we really, because you don't know who you are until you really are in that situation. And then of course you have a different viewpoint of the world, whether it's because you've deployed multiple times, just because you've been training, just different outlook on things. And so because in the military they challenge you beyond what the civilian world would ever challenge you. So it's definitely troubling, even years later. Even if you've been out of the military for years, you still tend to grasp to who am I? Who am I really? And I know I'm very guilty of this, as y'all know. So it's been quite a journey with me getting out of the military, and then the fight series being its own entire different journey. And then I am constantly questioning, who am I? Because fight was my purpose. Fight was the purpose I gave myself. Out of everything I survived and did as I got out of the military, I gave myself a purpose and a mission to be a voice for those who felt like they lost theirs, because I felt like I lost mine. I was stuck in a darkness where veterans wanted nothing to do with me, the VA wanted nothing to do with me, my ex-husband wanted nothing to do with me. It was the loneliest point of my life. So I wrote Fight. Granted, it wasn't meant to be a series at the time, but I wrote Fight, and through my characters I was able to vent through it, through their stories and their experiences from different actual veterans I've interviewed or heard stories from, just in passing, just in when I was in and I'd heard stories. Of course, my husband, he was infantry, and he has battle buddies who opened up about certain things, and they were willing to give me some backstories as well. And putting it all together, though, I wanted to give different perspectives of what veterans go through. If you watch all the previous 9 videos in the self-series, you see that really all of them coincide with what a lot of veterans do face when they get out. Every veteran has a story. It's not like that. This is more of giving different perspectives, that you can't judge each individual veteran as one thing. We can't cookie cutter it. We were cookie cutters in the military, but as you get out, you really can't treat them like that. That's not how healing works. I mean, going to sick hall in the military was kind of a joke, but getting out, you can't treat it like that. Because there is so much stigma and stereotype, and then we get lost in losing ourselves, because it's like, okay, well, I'm no longer a badass. I'm no longer this. I took off the uniform. People treat me differently. They're talking down to me like I'm the stupid one. And there's just so many variables involved. And then, of course, VA doesn't work for everybody. VA makes you feel like you need to prove how messed up you are, how broken you are, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, you name it. They want you to prove that you are just a POS in the dark. Like, they want you to just literally bleed your soul out onto the pavement. And I cannot stand that, which is one reason I refuse to fight the VA anymore. Because I can move my arm, but I live in pain 24/7. I don't want that to become my identity, where like I am useless. I didn't want to depend on the VA. Do I want the Army to acknowledge that they broke me? Yeah, I do. Especially because they treated me like a piece of crap, especially my unit. I went from doing push-ups with the guys to all of a sudden, oh, you're a profile ranger. And it's like, actually, no. If I had no pain, I'd still outbeat you in push-ups, but okay. Anyway. I have been trying to heal for so long, but it's because of Fight that I've been able to have a mission and communicate with other veterans and communicating that y'all are not alone. Fight is meant to be a mission beyond just the book series. Do I want reviews? Yes. Do I want feedback? Yes. The feedback is mainly because of Fight is thought-provoking. I want people to feel comfortable in their own skin, whether it's they have flaws, they have shame, they have regret. It's okay to talk about the dark feelings that you feel, the thoughts that you have. That is why I'm okay. If you think Fight is a 1-star book, good. Tell me why. Why do you think it's a bad book? Why did you not like it? I want to debate with people, okay? I want people to feel comfortable, and because it made me feel this, because it reminded me of this. Okay, let's talk about it. Because that is like one of the testimonies. I've actually had 4 distinct testimonies from the Fight series that Fight has done good. Regardless of trolls, regardless of all the veterans who think I shouldn't be doing this, I have had 3 specific people reach out to me to say that they thought of unaliving themselves and changed their mind after reading Fight. I had one female veteran said that her and her husband were about to go and have a divorce. They read Fight. She said, you need to read this, and it saved their marriage. Those specific testimonies make everything worth it. But yet I still challenge my identity through the Fight series. Because it was my purpose that I gave myself. I want people to feel comfortable in their own skin because I struggled with that. I still struggle with it in a sense. But I love to get people feeling comfortable talking about the bad things. Because realistically, every single individual, veteran or not, but I mainly focus on veterans, is that we've all felt shame. We've all felt regret. We've all made mistakes. We all have a darkness within us. But it's okay to not be okay. We are all struggling. But we need to come together to help unite one another, to give positive feedback and go, hey, I've been there. This is what worked for me. Hey, I've been there. Maybe we can just motivate each other to do good things. Go back to school. Go work out. Go for a walk. Go do something that is a positive in your life, whether it's investing in your future, investing in your health, mentally, physically, anything like that. Motivate each other because it takes a village. That saying usually involves children or babies, but realistically, especially in the veteran community, when a veteran community comes together, amazing things get done. Unbelievable things get done. The problem is a lot of us question our identity and our purpose. We miss the camaraderie. But realistically, we can build a community of camaraderie outside the uniform. You saw it at Hero Stock. You can see it at all these veterans events, whether it's with Hope for 22, whether it's for all these other organizations out there who are trying to unite veterans. We just got to get comfortable talking about the dark things that people don't want to talk about. That's the funny thing about psychology, though. If you put a spotlight onto the darkness, all of a sudden, you realize you don't have to be afraid of the dark anymore. You don't have to be afraid of who you are anymore and who you see in the mirror. I hope you keep fighting the fight. I hope you check out the Fight series. I hope you count at least 3 good things that happened today. And do at least 1 good deed for somebody else. Because that is what the world needs most of all in this world, is kindness. What we embed in everyone's lives is what's going to be remembered. It's what's the legend that we leave behind when we do leave this world. Even a complete stranger will remember you forever. They don't even have to know your name. But it was because you were kind to them when no one else was. Or that you saw them when no one else did. Keep fighting the fight.